wings. Hot Yaki wings. So I call my buddy Kelly Balcom. He's got, you know, Chef Kelly. He's got a restaurant down in Riceville Beach. Got a couple of them. And when I go down there, I love the hot Yaki wing. And he gave me a secret recipe. I was blown away at how simple it is. Let's get into the action. One thing, well, two things I want to do a little different than your standard wing. We're gonna scruff the wings, okay?
I like this trick.
Yeah. So what we're doing is we're using our knife here and just putting little score marks, little hatch marks on all of the wings. And that creates more surface area. Gosh. It creates more surface area and allows the seasoning to drive in, the dripping and caramelizing that comes smoke.
It's just like one cut like that?
Yeah, one cut's enough. You could put little hash marks in there if you like. But by scruffing this, and maybe I do two on this side, do what you like, you know, but by hatching this up a little bit, we're creating more nooks and crannies for caramelization, for smoke adherent, for seasoning to get through, so that's a lot of fun. Another thing I want to do, once we're going to work on all these, come on over to the grill. I've brought the grill kind of slowly up to 350 degrees, so the ceramic really had time to suck up the heat. Now I'm going to completely kill the oxygen flow, stabilizing at 350 degrees, so it's just this radiant, beautiful heat. All right, we're gonna go direct, but with the heat of a dying flame.
Okay.
So just using the residual heat. It's still hot, but direct is gonna give us a nice crust versus that indirect and keeping all the moisture in, and then we're gonna toss it really quickly in that hot Yaki. So beautiful things are about to happen.
I bet that's gonna crisp up the skin really nice too, right?
Yeah, and that's the idea. And don't forget, on wings, you've got a presentation side, which is this side, versus this side. So we always put our presentation side down first, begin the rendering process there. When we think that's nice and beautiful, then we flip. So all good things. And I am a huge, you know, my mother was born and raised in Buffalo, New York. So, you know, I have a huge affinity for wings in general, and had them every single football game growing up. This was the go-to party food, and my mom's chicken wings were something we always looked forward to. And that's it. So now let's get them seasoned up. So for this kind of Asian hot Yaki, I have chosen Lane's Barbecue Q-Nami.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. It's got seaweed, it's got ginger, coriander, togarashi, so some Asian-inspired seasonings, if you will. Let's go ahead and generously coat this side. I'm not going to say presentation side because some are presentation right now, some aren't. And then with our gloved hand, we're going to flip them, and we'll season the other side. And look at that, winning already. Let's spin around and go ahead and put them presentation side down on the grill. Again, we're going direct and working with the heat of a dying flame. And I'm going to kind of work around in a circle. I'm going to put the larger pieces of the drumettes. If you look at our charcoal pile here, it's a little ramped up, so it's probably going to be a little hotter over here. So I'll put my larger pieces on this side above the highest part of the charcoal pile. Little hiss going on. Look at those coals. They're getting a little oxygen because we've got the dome open right now, so they're starting to wake up a little bit. That is a-okay. And I like to separate them like this too, the wingettes from the drumettes, because the drumettes take a little longer. They're going to caramelize at different times, so it's nice to be able to see everything in like spaces. So again, we're going direct, but with the heat of the dying flame. So I'm going to close this dome now, and we're going to check back in 30 minutes. Now, if we want to, we check back and it's not quite getting that caramelization that we want, what are we going to do? We're going to open the top, we're going to open the draft door, and we're going to create more oxygen flow, and it's going to render up and crisp up really nicely. So 30 minutes, we'll give it a check. While we're waiting, let's make our hot Yaki glaze. This sauce is super simple. We're going to start out with a little bit of Thai sweet chili sauce. Then we're going to go in with teriyaki. Now you can make your own teriyaki sauce if you like, but I just got some store-bought here, which will work great. You can see this is a little heavy on the sesame seeds.
It's pretty.
It is pretty. And it's got good viscosity to it as well. I didn't just get the teriyaki like thin sauce. When you're at the store, you can kind of give it a little twirl like that and see how it drapes down to see how thick it is. And then hoisin is going to bring a little bit of umami, again a little bit of salty and earthiness as well, so a little sweet also. And that's us. And then just to kind of spice things up a little bit, I guess, or not even spice it, just I want some fermentation in there. I want some pickled in there.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, so let's do
Are you adding the ginger? Oh,
just the juice, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah. A little juice goes a long way. Whip it in. And you gotta love the viscosity. If you don't, you could thicken it up with a cornstarch slurry, but I can tell that is gonna coat nicely, nice and nappe there. Give it a taste. Hot Yaki.
Yaki.
Yaki!
Yahtzee?
Yaki! Wait, let's try that again. Yaki! No, we'll cut that out.
Okay.
So now, all that's left is to have a beverage, right? We're literally waiting on these wings to render slowly, and then I think it is a good idea to open it back up to crisp it. We'll flip it over, and then we get the big toss, right? This is a pretty narrow bowl, so a little foreshadowing here. I'm a little concerned, but we're playing the waiting game for a little bit. Great time to have a beverage. We're 10 minutes into this cook. Let's take a look.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Well, it's happening, and it's rendering slowly. Look, you can see our score marks. You can see the seasoning and the caramelization. It's starting to pool up a little bit. I want more. I want more aggression. I want,
You want more aggression.
Yeah, so let's slide this bottom vent. I don't know. Let's call it 1.5 inches open. I want airflow. I want to crisp these babies up now. I don't know it was only 10 minutes, but I changed my mind. I reserve the right to change my mind. So the zero oxygen method might have worked at 500. I'm not happy with it at 350. Okay, it's just we're gonna have anemic wings here. I'm not having it. So let's close the dome. Let's open the draft door on the bottom halfway. Let's kick-start this thing all the way up. Once we start to see it climb, we'll damper down a little bit, but I want the rendering, okay? And I know we're gonna put sauce on it, and that's gonna kill the crust, but the flavor profile from the caramelization is what I'm after. We're on the path to deliciousness. It's been 35 minutes. Good airflow, great. Yeah, oh yeah, look at that. That crunch is gonna speak volumes. Let's just take a look at the rest of them. Flip, flip, flip. So the majority of the cook will happen face down just like this, and now we're taking them to that internal temperature of 170, 175. Look at that little great caramelization here. I'm glad we increased the airflow. We're driving to that 175 mark. We're almost there. Hot Yaki time. we're looking for that 175. You don't take chicken wings to 165, they're still tough. We want that slide off the bone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I think another 10, 15 minutes, because they did cook a lot on that one side, especially when we opened up the airflow. Again, being an active participant and watching what's happening, taking that internal temperature if you need to, but 170, 175 is what we're gunning for. We're almost there. The wings are there. All right, we're looking great. If we wanted to make a mess of things, we could just drape each one and then serve it onto a platter, or we could just go straight into the bowl.
Nice, I like that move.
Well, maybe we do both. All right, let's do both. I think this is a fantastic idea. Let's take each of these wings, toss them, and then put them back over the charcoal for just a second to tack up. That's also going to help us keep that beautiful.
Oh, the aroma.
Look at it.
Oh my goodness.
Look at it. I mean, you smell that pineapple from the teriyaki sauce? Yeah. So we're going to put them right back on. It's going to tack up. It's going to get sticky. It's going to stay crispy. This is exactly what I was hoping for. All right, let's plate them up. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about. Now we'll get some flats in there. Ooh, they're hot. Hot, sticky, delicious. Get your hot yakis, get your hot yakis. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Wait. You know, we got a little bit of the drippings left there, and it just kind of, you know, why not? I mean, what party could you walk into and that not be the star of the show? Well, I guess vegetarian vegan party, but hey, that is a plate full of deliciousness. Let's go ahead and take a bite. I want that little guy right there. Oh man, ridiculous. So zip, zip. That's really good. This is the kind of plate that would turn me into a closet eater, like eating by myself, so I get messy and judgment-free zone, right? And chicken wings are crazy. It's a blank palate. We could do a YouTube channel just on chicken wings, like every week a different chicken wing. You do impart your culinary will on to the chicken wing. This hot Yaki, a lot of fun. Sweet, heat, a little bit of that pickled ginger coming through right now. So much fun. And the natural lump charcoal is our #1 and secret ingredient, so that is a lot of fun. Folks, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget, I'm still salvating. This is crazy. It's crazy. Don't forget to do all the things, like, subscribe, do leave us a comment. Love reading those. And as always, from our backyard to yours, cheers and happy grilling.